Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a video for Way of the Hunter. That's a game that is on my wish list and that's a game that I'm going to play. Why I'm going to play it? Because it's a new hunting game and it's released on my birthday. So that's the 16th of August. I didn't make a video about it because there is a lot of info that is coming in and I need to say it to you guys, I simply don't know enough about hunting. I start to research a little bit. But here they do all the questions that people ask and they give the answer. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit an overview. Of course, you can just read it yourself too. I will post this link under this video, but everything is in it. So there are videos too, because I need to say this game looks really cool. And yeah, I cannot wait to start this game on my birthday. So it's my second hunting game that I play, because I played Call of the Wild hunting game too. But what was the problem? The problem is that I got a YouTube channel that makes tutorials. And if you start playing a game that is already out for 1 or 2 years, it's very hard to make good tutorials, because everything is known. I like to play hunting games too. And fishing games, of course. But yeah, it's problematic if you cannot make tutorials. Why would I make tutorials that already 20 people made before me? And that's because I'm not the guy that makes videos and just talk about stuff. I don't see really the purpose for it, and my English is not good enough to do that. But this is a new game, Way of the Hunter, and let's get started, guys, because it's a lot. We got 4 videos about it. The Way of the Hunter. The Way of the Hunter is a next generation hunting game from Nine Rocks Games and THQ Nordic. I think Nordic is a very big developer, if I'm not mistaken. The game offers a vast open world environment, realistic rifle handling, a story campaign with compelling characters, natural animal behavior, a lengthy and engaging endgame, co-op multiplayer, and a sense of discovery of the beautiful nature in 2 initial locations. So in this sentence, you can already see almost everything that is in the game. So we got at the start 2 locations that we can have. It's an open world. But I think they focus more on the story. So what I read a little bit later is that the story is going to learn you how you need to hunt. And that's really good too, because I don't have the experience for that. So the behavior is natural. So I see most things that I see here are very good. So I think it will be what I read here. Of course, it's always a little bit advertising that they need to do. But I think it will be not a bad hunting game. What technology are you using? Engine, Unreal Engine 4, and I already saw that on the YouTube video. It looks stunning, I need to say. I'm not sure that's really true, but because it's only my opinion. But I need to say, the first time that I saw the details that they got in this game is very good. That's what I think. I don't have experience with hunting game. If I saw that in a fishing game, it was like, whoa, that's a lot of details that you got. So the Unreal Engine 4, what does it mean to have a vast open environment? We offer 2 locations, handcrafted to the last detail, with the size of 55 square miles. 55 square miles. I think that a mile is bigger than a kilometer. Isn't it, if am I wrong, is it in 2.2 kilometers? So it's very big. It's very big, I need to say. That's always good. The hunting game need to be big, because you need to run around, you need to hunt the animals, track the animals. So what does realistic rifle handling means? We have studied each and every rifle included in the game from A to Z. Team members responsible for rifle handling are either active hunter or they have rich experience from working on other hunting games. That's very good. You guys can read the other stuff, so that's very good. So it's not that they invented something. That's what I saw in the Angler 2. The moment that I read that they bought rods, that they did like motion capture and all that stuff, I know it will be almost okay on the physics. You always need to do that. If you want to make a simulator game, you cannot do that anymore without what those guys are saying here. You need to talk with the guys that do that in real life, then you need to capture it in the game as close as possible. That's the base. Everything what you can make around, that is game-wise, you can do what you want with it, but physics-wise, the base always need to be good in hunting games, in fishing games. That's just the same, I think. What do you mean by natural animal behavior? Simply put, we have experts in our team who studied the behavior of every animal in the game to the last detail. In each environment, we know where each animal goes to sleep, eat, and drink. And the design of the game reflects it. So that's really cool. I need to say that's really cool. So they study it, and I'm wondering that they put it with the hand in, or that they put some kind of AI behind every animal that can learn himself and then always does the same behavior. Because I think if you need to do that with the hand to say there is a rabbit and this rabbit need to go now to the hole and then it comes from the hole to there, you need to do that for 1 million animals. I don't think that they did it. I think there is a kind of AI behind it, and it's just the same for a certain animal. What do you mean with sense of discovery? Way of the Hunter is a hunting game in the first place with all expected mechanics and features in place for people who would like to spend 100 plus hours just hunting. But Way of the Hunter offers more. We want to provide the joy of just observing nature and animals to everyone. I like that a lot, because I'm a nature boy, sometimes a little bit too hard. But I'm sitting most of my time, if I'm not making videos or playing video games, with my son in the forest. That's what I do. We included strong story elements and tutorials for people who have not experience with the genre. That's very good. That's very good for me. So that's already what I said to you guys. When they are out of the initial stage, they can observe the beauty of nature. The same as we are doing during our gameplays session regularly. That's very good. When will it be released? The best day of the year, my birthday, August 16th, 2022. So that's not next week, but the week after it at Monday. Is it Monday? No, it's Tuesday, so I was wrong. Because Monday we got a holiday in Belgium. And the day after it, it's the release. On which platform will the game be released? The game is primarily developed for PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. So that's really good. So I think it will be released on the console and on the PC at the same moment. Very good. That's very good. Because what I see is they always do it like this. So, or they just do it on the PC, or they just do it on the console, and sometimes it's always somewhere somebody need to wait, and that's not really cool, I need to say. It's always good, release it, that everybody got the access at the same moment. Why Way of the Hunter? Believe it or not, it results from cooperation between developers and publisher. Way of the Hunter expressed the nature of the game perfectly in terms of initial ambition, design, content, and hopefully the result. Yeah, I guess there were just 10 guys that were drunk, and after 4 hours somebody shouted, let's call it Way of the Hunter, and everybody was like, yay, and that was it. That's how it always goes, and now they want to give something very nice and like poetic about it, but that's how it always goes. If you go with guys that decide, you always see in the group like something happening when there is a good name. I did it already a couple of times with like choosing a name for like a guild or something. You see right away that's good, and a lot of people will say okay. Even the guys that are in the middle say yeah, it's good, and that's how names are made. After the rifle and equipment license, or are the rifle and equipment license are just made up? Everything you can use in the game is based on real models. We have signed partnership with several companies and we can use their brands and data. Take a look at the Sturm Arms presentation, for example. So I'm going to show you guys now this video about the rifle that we can use in this game.
Welcome to the Steyr Arms Showcase. Every hunt is different, and every hunt needs the right tool for the job. We have partnered with the world's leading rifle manufacturers to provide the most authentic hunting experience in gaming. Let's take a look at some of the officially licensed rifles available in Way of the Hunter from the legendary Steyr Arms. The next generation of the iconic Steyr Pro Hunter rifle arrives with a sleek pepperwood grain and stainless steel barrel. It delivers fine-tuned balance and beauty, and its short 20-inch length makes it an ideal stalking rifle. Cold hammer forged from a single piece of steel to deliver ultra accuracy, the monoblock excels with the toughness and reliability synonymous with the Steyr name. Its unique construction makes it the prime choice for a deer stock. The well-balanced slimline Steyr Mannlicher SM12 is an elegantly styled classic rifle. Paired with the .300 Winchester Magnum caliber cartridge, it's a great choice for hunting elk and moose at long range. In Way of the Hunter, each rifle has been recreated with accurate physics and attributes. Make your choice from our premium range and hunt your own way in Way of the Hunter.
The next question, what equipment will I be able to use? We support all the standard hunting equipment including binoculars, collars, etc. Then the next one, how many animal species do you have in the game? You can take a look at the trailers presenting in detail animal species living in. So I will show you guys the two videos after each other right away, but we got Pacific Northwest map. We got 14 animals, I think that's the number that is over here. And Transylvania map, we got 13. So that's in total 27 animals. And that's a very good start, I need to say. So around 30 animals that we can shoot in a starting hunting game. So yeah, that's a nice amount of animals. And I'm going to show you guys the animals in the video after each other, the two videos. So enjoy them. The next question, and that's very important for a game, I think, that's do you have a trophy system? So what does a trophy system means? That you got a feeling of achievement if you shoot a certain animal. It's the same with the fishing game. If you got like a trophy or a unique fish, you feel the satisfaction. You always need to have that, because if you don't have that in a hunting and a fishing game, yeah, why would you play it if everything is the same? So therefore, I'm going to show you guys this video. I just saw it myself. It looks really cool what they did there. So it's very good for me that I know the system that is going to be placed in this game. But first I'm going to read the other question here too. Is there a place where you can see my trophies? Yes, the game will feature a main hunting lodge in each region where you will be able to see your claimed trophies. So that's really cool. I was really amazed with Angler, how many people were really angry about this. So a lot of people like that a lot. I like that a lot too, if it is executed the right way. If it is just a wall and you throw something against the wall and that's it, no, that's not how you do it. But if they make a very good trophy room, I can understand it. It needs to be in a hunting game. It needs to be in a fishing game too. So enjoy the developer. He's going to talk about the trophy system and how it works. And I see you guys after that video.
Trophies are a big part of hunting games and hunting communities as well. We are no different. We hold them in great care, and that's why we created complex trophy system. Most of the trophies in the game are real-world scans, which we received from Slovak hunting organizations. One of the challenges we encountered at the beginning was which system to choose, whether to choose the American bone and croquet system or the European CIC. Basically what we decided was to go in some sort of a mix, which would result in a universal system. Trophies in the game are generated based on age and fitness of animals. The system might be called complex, but it's very easy to understand. The higher fitness of animal, meaning the higher genetic potential, and the older the animal is, the more majestic the trophy is. Once an animal is harvested, you can review all the important points and parameters in claim screen. During your hunting trips, you should always strive for a balance. You should hunt low fitness animals as well as high fitness animals. But if you want to create a hunting heaven, you should focus on harvesting low fitness males. The main type of trophies are antlers, horns, tusks, skulls and weight. Let's see an example how we created a trophy for red deer. It is one of the most prominent animal in the game. Antlers of red deer consist of parameters such as length of the main beam, typical points, crown, circumference and greatest spread. All the above mentioned parameters change dynamically in the game and are based on fitness and age of the animal. There is also a bit more to the antlers of red deer, and it's the color palette and also the chipped white tips, and both of them are randomly generated. If we then go to the detail, we have 8 models of antlers for red deer, and each of those 8 models have 3 variations. Also, all of the 3 variations have minimum and maximal sizes. Once they are combined together, we create a whole palette of red deer animals. Different animals have different parameters to score. For example, blackhorn sheep has so-called annuli rings, and for example, roe deer has purling. Hopefully, you will enjoy the complex trophy system, and see you next time.
Okay, that was very interesting. So I learned a lot about that video, or from that video. So that's really cool. So now I know a little bit how you need to hunt and what kind of animals you need to shoot. But let's continue with the question. Do you support achievements? Of course, on each platform. That's always good. How many people can play in co-op multiplayer? For the release, we can promise 3 people on the PS5, 2 on the Xbox Series, and 4 people on PlayStation. Not PlayStation, but on PC. It's not a lot, I need to say, but it's okay. I think 4 people. That's a nice bunch of people that you can play with. Will the game feature microtransactions? There are no in-game microtransactions in Way of the Hunter. That's good. So I think that it will be, you buy it once and then I think it will be DLCs. Will the game have NFTs? I'm not sure what it is. I just search on Google. There are no NFTs in Way of the Hunter. Is it something that they say in hunting games? But yeah, if somebody can help me, if it is important that I need to know it, yeah, just put it in comments. And then when will you show actual features? So here you can see the video. So this is the gameplay trailer. So this is going to be the last video, and then a couple of questions. And yeah, I'm going to show you guys the gameplay trailer that you guys can see how it looks in the game. That's always very important if you want to buy a game. So enjoy the video. The next questions: will the game have a physical release? Yes, boxed copies for PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox. So that's really cool. That's in a box that you can buy them. So that's how I bought my first game 35 years ago. Me and my buddy, we went to a shop. We bought a box with 7 discs in it. They were each 1.44 megabyte. And that was the first game that I bought. It's really crazy that you can still do that. Are you planning to release DLC, free updates and expansions? Yes, we plan to release several free updates and paid DLCs in the future. So I guess new area is a DLC that you need to pay. That's really good. What are your plans for the game? Short-term and long-term support. 100% long-term support. So that's always really good that they say it. So it's not that they are going to get our money and that they are going to run away, because it sounds really crazy, but I do a lot of games. I play a lot of games, and there are a lot of games that do it like that. So they just, here you got the game, fuck you, and we are now gone. Even with the bugs stay in the game. So you think this is normal? No, this is not normal. That's not anymore the case nowadays, that they just keep working on the game. The gameplay trailer has shown your portrayal of virtual hunting experience along with some features that will make the process simple and more accessible. Which of those will player be able to disable if they prefer a more hardcore experience? Are any of them mandatory? Okay, so I already thought it was not that easy, but okay, so if you go hardcore, yeah, indeed, there was indeed a lot of info, I need to say, on the trailer, the gameplay one. Players who prefer a more authentic virtual hunt will be able to turn those features off. That's good. So in addition to that, the highest difficulty option completely disabled the ability to use Hunter Sense, which highlights animal sign and other important details. That's really cool. So if you want to go hardcore, you can hardcore. That's always good, because that's always the case in fishing games. That's the case too. You got the player base is always divided by the casuals and by the hardcores. And the problem is you never can do good for both of them. That's how it works. So you always need to get somewhere. It's like two modes that they create here. And that's always something that you need to have. Otherwise, there is not a simple midway that you can please the hardcore and the casuals. That's not possible. Because they play the game too different to each other. So that's really good what they did here. Is it possible to turn off the HUD? Very important for content creators. If you want to make thumbnails, if you want to take photos, players can switch off the hub entirely for the new virtual hunting experience. So that's really good. No shit on the screen, just a pure thumbnail that you can make. I like it a lot. You can use the bullet camera feature to see a detailed account of the hit and injury of the hunted animal. Where did you get the information? So we used our experience from making Cabela's line of hunting games, where bullet cameras was one of the main feature. But we wanted to upgrade this feature. That's why we studied the anatomy of each animal and discussed this topic with professionals. Oh, that's really cool. So that's cool. We aim to offer 100% simulating because it's still not technically possible. We aim not to offer 100%. Yeah, I can understand that. It's so crazy that so many people always ask for simulators 100%. They don't understand how difficult it is to copy that in a game. It's almost impossible. We are pressing a complex system that will enrich the experience for all types of users when playing Way of the Hunter. That's really good. Will Way of the Hunter release on all the platforms at the same time? Yes, it will. Will it be able to purchase the Elite Edition after release? Yes. Will it be able to purchase the Hunter Pack after release? Hunter Pack will remain available after the game launch, so that's good. Yeah, I'm going a little bit quicker because this information is not that important, I think. How does the Season Pass work? If you pre-order the Elite Edition, you will get access the 2 upcoming DLC locations as soon as they release. Owners of the base game will be able to purchase each DLC separately. So that's good. When will the DLC location be released? The first and the second DLC will be released within 12 months after the launch of the base game. So that's really cool. So in this and 1 year, because 16 August is almost here, we are going to get a second DLC. So there is also a second area incoming. Which updates will be paid? We plan to release DLCs as free updates, both bringing new content, features and fixes. Of course, players won't be paying any money for regular free updates. Okay, yeah, so the DLCs are for money and the free updates are for free. We will tell you more about our plans soon. Okay. Will the game feature cross-player multiplayer? Sorry, no. That's... Yeah, I can understand that. It's not so easy to do that. A lot of people always want to do that. But what is the good point here? I think that cross-platform problems always come if you start with the game and you go to one platform. I saw that with Fishing Planet 2, we were like 4 or 5 years on the personal computer. Then the PlayStation come across. And people that already played 6 years on Steam, they're not going to play with their buddy. They don't start over on PlayStation because their buddy is there. So I think if you go at the start, you say we don't have platform multiplayer, and everybody got access at the start. Everybody can choose. Okay, I got a buddy. You know what? We got a release on the PlayStation. We start all on the PlayStation. So at the end, you don't need to switch. And I think it's not going to be a problem. If they do the release on all the platforms at the same moment, you can choose. Of course, if you make a friend in real life and he was already playing the game, yeah, that's still problematic. Will there be official mod support? Way of the Hunter will not offer support for mods creation through official tools. That's a pity. Is it a miss? Yeah, sometimes. For some games, I see that modding is always extending the playtime of games. Because you need to imagine you got maybe 20 developers of a game, but you got like maybe 20,000 players. Those 20,000 players, they got all ideas. They all think they got very good ideas, but who can put it in the game are the developers. But if you got a modding community, the chance that a good idea comes to the game is a lot higher than if you don't have it. So because there are so many good ideas, the workload for the developer is just too high to get it in the game. That's a little bit a pity, but yeah, if the game is good enough, it's not really a problem either. Will the game support Xbox Cloud Gaming? There are currently no plans for releasing Way of the Hunter on additional platforms. Here, I'm a content creator, member of the press. How can I request early access to game or a review copy? Content creator relationships are managed by THQ Nordic. Please send your request to... I'm going to do that. I'm going to send those guys that I'm a very famous YouTuber and I want a copy for the review. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to start with hello guys, KP Shamino here, and then I'm going to ask for a copy. That's what I'm going to do. Will you be able to buy an in-game weapons and equipment with real money? No, all in-game items will only be accessible via the in-game currency. That's really cool. That players earn by selling harvested game meat. Will all gear be available for purchase from the start of the game, or will the players need to unlock them? All items in-game store will be available for purchase for the in-game currency after you finish initial story tutorial quest. So they don't have a level system. So it's based on the story. Yeah. I'm not really sure that I'm a very big fan of that. So that means probably you need to kill a bear. And if you kill the bear, you get this. So, yeah, it's a little bit too much guiding in my opinion. If you just need a level system, you can just jump in the world and say, fuck you, I do what I want, I shoot everything and I buy what I want. Here it's like, yeah, a little bit, it takes a little bit too hard your hand, in my opinion. Will there be bows? The game will not feature bows at launch. Will all standard edition pre-orders get Hunter Pack with the custom skins or only digital pre-orders? It's limited to digital edition pre-orders. Will the Elite Edition be available as physical edition? If you're interested in Elite Edition, the best way to secure the discount is to buy it digitally. Season Pass will be available as a separate purchase after release. Yes, it will. So it was a lot, but everything is in the video. And yeah, I'm going to play the game, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. You got now all the info about the game. The only thing that we can do now is we are going to play it, or I'm going to play it in this, and let's say, what is it? 13 days or something. Thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye-bye.